Good morning, class. So at this point we were looking at grade 9 ratio, rate and proportion. Correct? So for homework you guys had number, did we do number 3 yesterday? Did we do 2? Yes, 3? And we did 4 and 5. Let's do 3, 4 and 5, okay. So this is on worksheet 2A, number 3. So here we are told that 640 Rand is divided amongst A, B and C in the ratio 2:5:1 respectively, which means to say in that order. So you've got A, B and C is 2:5:2. So you got, if you add 2 plus 5 plus 1, I'm going to get 8. So you say 640 divided by 8, which is 80 Rand per unit. So A would get 2 times 80, B would get 5 times 80, C gets 1 times 80. So it's 80, 400, 160. So therefore, how much will get A get? A will get 160. Okay. Let's look at the next one. Worksheet 2A. An amount is divided among A, B and C in the ratio 2:5:7 respectively, which means to say in that order. So we've got A is to B is to C, is 2:5:7. B gets 30 Rand. B gets 30 Rand. So what do? You say 30 by 5 gives us 6 Rand per unit. A gets 2 times 60, which is 120. So 2 times 6, that's 60. It's going to give you 12. So A gets 12 Rand and C gets 7 times 6, which is 22. So the question is, how much does A get? 12. What is the total amount? So the total is going to give you 12 plus 42 plus 30, which is 84. Okay? Any confusion here? No? Look at the next one. So in question 5, we say George, Carl and Peter starts a business. They contribute a capital amount of 50,000 Rand, 70,000 Rand and 80,000 Rand respectively. We've got George, Carl and Peter. The contributions are 50,000, 70,000 and 80,000. Express the investments of the 3 partners as a ratio in the simplest form. So what do we do here? We can say divide by 10,000. K means 1,000. So it gives you 5, so 7 is to? Okay. 5.2. They make a profit of 20,000 Rand. Divided in the same ratio as each one contributed. They make a profit of 20,000 Rand divided into the same ratio as each one contributed. How much profit does each one get? So, what we do is we add 5, 7 and 8. Gives us 20. So now I say 20,000 divided by 20. It gives you 1,000 rand per unit. Not so? So George, Carl and Peter will be given 5 times 1,000, 7 times 1,000 and 8 times 1,000. So you're going to give us 5,000, 7,000 and 8,000. Okay, each one will do. Alright. Any confusion here? No. Then I ask you to do 2B. Correct? If there are 3,640 apples in 13 full crates. 13,640 apples in 13 full crates. How many apples will there be in 9 crates of the same size? So what I need to do is I need to work out first how many apples there are per crate. Not so? Yes. So now we're busy with the rate. We delved to the ratio before, now we're looking at the rate. Why? Because we have two different quantities. When we were busy with the ratios, it was all the same quantity. Okay? So number 1 is going to be 3,640 apples divided by 13 crates. If the apples on top and the crates at the bottom, we're going to have apples per crate. Okay? So that gives us an answer of 280 apples per crate. Okay? So how many crates are you looking at? 9. So 9 times 280 is going to give us? Sorry? 2,520. You guys understand? Okay. Okay, number 2. An aeroplane flies 2,016 kilometers at a constant speed in 2 hours and 15 minutes, or 2.25 of an hour. So here they want to know how far did he fly in 1 hour. Okay, so what do we have? We would say 2,016, so that's kilometers, divided by 2.25 of an hour. So that will give us 2016 over the shift fraction line. Okay? 2.25. That gives us 896 kilometers per hour. Not so? They want to know how far did he fly in 1 hour? Per hour means in 1 hour. It covers the total distance of, or it covers the distance of 896 kilometers. Okay. How far would it travel? How far would it be able to fly in? Oh, this was a repeated part here. In 3.5 hours. So there's 2.2 now. If it's 1 hour, it's going to cover 896. So in 3.5 hours, I multiply the answer by 3.5. So we say 896, which is the last answer calculated on the calculator. This is answer multiplied by 3.5. Oops. The shift. Okay? 3.5 gives us 3,136. 3,136 kilometers. Okay. This is worksheet 3B. Sorry, worksheet 2B. A car uses 46 liters of petrol to cover a distance of 400 kilometers. Calculate the rate between the distance traveled and the fuel consumption. The distance over fuel. The speed, the rate between the distance traveled and fuel consumption. Fuel consumption. So it's 3.1. So it's going to be 400. As you see, the distance is first. I would want to put that first. Oh, I should put that on top. It's 400 over 46. As you can see, it's kilometers on top, and the capacity or the liters at the bottom. So it's 400 divided by 46 gives us 8,695 6 or 6. 8,7. If you look at this here, if they asks us to 3 decimal places, now look there, those 3 numbers, the 4th number is a 6, can you see that? Would have changed that to a 6. So it would have been 8,696. Not so. So since they are, if you're going to work, we normally work with 2 decimal places. So it's a 6, 9. But since that number after the 9 is a 5, and that number is greater or equal to 5, it's going to change that 9 to a 10. And if we change that to a 10, that 6 becomes a 7. So that is actually 8,70 or 8,7. You guys understand? 8,7 what? Kilometers per liter. So they will cover 8,7 kilometers, and the car will consume 1 liter. You guys understand? Right. Then in 3.2, the distance travelled with 15 liters of petrol. So if 1 liter is 8,7, so it's going to be 8,7 multiplied by 50. So now remember, the answer is the last answer calculated on the calculator. Not so? Yes. Times 50. Gives an answer of 130, 130,43. What? Kilometers. Now some of you would have had this, you would have then said 8,7 times 15, then you would have gotten 130.5. We accept both in the exam. Okay? Both is good. You okay, Michael? Why you look so sad? You want to go play a little music? You're good. I'm worried about you, no? Doesn't be sad here, boss. You go 3.3. How much petrol is used to travel 150 kilometers? So in other words, we're going to calculate how many liters of petrol will be used. Not so. So 150 kilometers divided by how many kilometers can be covered with 1 liter. Okay? So we say 150 divided by 8.7. They give you 17, so it's 17,24 liters. So it's fairly simple, no? Now number 4, no? 5. Five boys go camping for 3 days and requires 20 kilograms of food. Yo. They take a whole sheep with them, no? A lamb. How much is the weight of a lamb? 30,000. Let's say lamb is about 70 kilos. 7 or 8. If I'm not mistaken. No, about 7. Sorry? No, that's half a lamb. Sorry. So about 15. Oh, I could be wrong. I must check again. Okay. I think about 15. A lamb, no? But listen, when you go buy meat, you don't buy it with its wool and its blood. And I'm talking about the meat only. Okay. So 5 boys go camping for 3 days and requires 20 kilograms of food. How much food will they need if 2 more boys join them? Right, what are we going to do here? You're going to divide what? 20 kilos divided by 5? We need to work out how much one boy needs for 1 day. We need to know how much one boy needs for 1 day. Okay. So 5 boys go camping for 3 days. So in other words, 5 boys times 3 days is going to give you 15 units they need for that 5 boys, no? For 3 days. So that means to say, for 20 kilograms, it's going to be 20 divided by 15. I think there's an easier way to do it. I think we could have left out the days. But let's see this way quickly. So it's 20 divided by 15. It's going to give you 4 over 3. No? So it's 4 over 3 per day. That's what one child, one boy needs per day. Right? So they want to know if 2 boys join them. So if 2 boys join them, how many boys will you have in total? 7 boys. Times 3 days. Not so? At 4 over 3, that is required per day. So in other words, that's going to give you an answer of the 28 kilograms of food. Okay. Otherwise, like I said, we could have left out, since the days is going to be constant. The days will remain the days. So you could have just said 20 divided by 5. It's going to give you 4 kilograms per 3 days, or per child, or per boy. Not so? And how many boys will there be? 7 times 4, which is 28 kilograms. Only because the days are the same. What if we had said 5 boys go camping for 3 days and requires 20 kilograms of food? How much food will they need if 2 boys join them for 4 days? Then you needed to know what one child consumes per day. Okay? So this one is fairly easy. The one in green works here. However, if we change the days as well, then we'd have to work out as we have in the read there. Alright. Do you guys understand? It's a nice question, eh?
Yes.
Why? So you're talking about boys?
No.
No, okay. Bad. And someone starting to like maths, I see the at the back. Right. It takes 6 boys 2 hours to clean a campsite. Determine how long will it take 8 boys to clean this the same campsite. So 6 boys takes 2 hours. So you ask yourself, will it take less time or more time for 8 boys to do? Less time. Not so. Okay. So how are you going to work this out? You say? We have to first work out how much time in total. No. How much time in total? How many working hours there are in total? Okay? So if it's 6 boys, takes 2 hours. So 6 boys takes 2 hours. Each boy takes 2 hours, so it's going to be 12 hours of work required. Not so? Then, how long will it take 8 boys? So it's going to be 12 divided by 8, which is 12 divided by 8. Give you 1.5 hours. So it will take 1.5 hours for 12 boys to clean that same campsite. You understand? So what do I do first? I work out what is the total amount of hours needed. Okay? Or what is the total amount of work that is needed for the campsite. Well, let's look at number 6. Nico earned 6,200 in 4 weeks. Nico earned 6,400 in 2 weeks. How much does he earn in 12 weeks? How are we going to do that? We're going to first work out how much he earned in 1 week. 6,200 divided by 4 gives us 1,550 Rand per week. 12 weeks. 12 multiplied by 1,550. Gives us 18,600. Can you see that, people? That's one way. Or we could have said, but how do you get from 4 to 12 times it by 3? You just say 6,200 times 3, 18,600. Okay. That's number 1, 6.1. 6.2. How many weeks must he work to earn 4,650? So you say 4,650 divided by 1,550. Why? Because that is what he's earning per week. I want to know how many weeks would that be? So I say 4,650 divided by 1,550. That's you, 3 weeks. Okay. Number 7. The last question was number 7, correct? We are told that at 40 kilometers per hour, my journey takes 2.5 hours. So 40 kilometers per hour, the journey takes him 2.5 hours. How long will it take if I drive at 60 kilometers per hour? So will it take more time or less time? Less time. Okay, why? Because you're going fast. The more the less. So that's the example of indirect proportion. Okay. So what do we do here? We first need to know what is traveling per hour. Not so. No. We need to know what. We know it's 40 kilometers per hour. We need to know what the distance that is covered. Not so? For those of you who are confused a bit, remember this here? The triangle. We got DST. We got the 40 kilometers per hour, it's the speed. We got the time, so we can calculate the distance. So D is equal to S times T. So the speed is 40 kilometers times 2.5 hours. Work that out. Sorry? 100.
Yes.
So in other words, it's covering 100 kilometers in total. But if it travels faster, is the distance less or more?
Less.
The distance?
Oh, it's the same.
The same, yes. What's wrong with you people? The distance is the same. So now, in the second calculation, we have the distance, we have the speed. So we want to calculate the time. So time is equal to distance over speed. So what's the distance? 100 over 60. Not so? So 100 over 60 is 5 over 3. How much of an hour is that? 1 hour. 1 hour and 1 2/3 of an hour. Not so? If they wanted in minutes and hours, what would it be? 1 hour. And what is 2/3 of an hour? How many minutes are there in an hour? 60. What is 2/3 times 60? Check. 2/3 times 60? 40. So it's 1 hour? 40 minutes. Okay. 1 hour. Right, you all understand, people? Any confusion? Right, the rest of worksheet 2C, I want you guys to start with it now. We will answer the questions as we move along, okay? Don't waste your time. Stuff's coming in the exam, no? By the sounds of it, you guys are done with the first one. Pause the video at this point. Okay, so let's look at worksheet 2C, which is increase 835 in the ratio 7:5. So what do I say? 835 multiplied by 7/5. Give us an answer. 1169. Okay. 2. Decrease 80 rand the ratio. So it's going to be 80 multiplied by 7/8, which is 70 rand. Number 3. Write in the simplest form. What's the LCM? 12. Multiply by 12. So it's going to be half times 12 over 1. 1 over 3 times 12 over 1. 1 over 4 times 12 over 1. That goes 1 6 times. So 6 is 2. 4 is 2. That's the simplest form. Sorry? Decrease 140 kilograms, by 20%, over 20%. So you must first work out what 20% of this is. Not so? Or we should know that we're retaining 80%. Not so? So it's going to be 140 multiplied by 80 over 100. So it's 140 times 80 over 100 gives us 112. That's one way of doing it. Otherwise, you can work out what 20%. So 140 times 20%. 140 times 20 over 100 gives 28. Now that 28, it says decrease that with 20%. So you must take 28 kilograms off from 140. Does it make sense? There's 140 minus 28. Okay. Next, 2C, number 5. A car travels 165 kilometers with 13.75 liters of petrol. How far will it travel with a tank of petrol if the tank has a capacity? Capacity is what it can hold, of 60 liters. So I need to know how far does 1 liter take us, not so? So it's 100 and 65 divided by 13,75 liters. Will give us 12 kilometers per liter. 60 liters. 60 times 12 gives us 720 kilometers over. Not so, people. You get 5.2. What's the fuel consumption of a car in kilometers per liter? We got that already. So it's 12 kilometers per liter. 5.3. What will it cost to fill the empty car? So empty means there's no petrol in it. No? If the price of petrol is 10 rand 12 cents per liter, how many liters does it take to fill this empty car? What's the capacity of this car? 60. So this car can hold 60 liters of petrol. Not so? It's going to be 60 multiplied by 10 rand 12 cents. How much is a liter of petrol now? There we go. This is a couple of years ago, no? So this gives us an answer of 60 multiplied by 10 rand 12 cents. 607 rand. Not 2 cents, 20 cents. If it was 2 cents, it would have been 607,02. That was 2 cents. Okay. Why? Because why there is? How many cents in the rand? 100 cents. Okay. And then 6.4. What is the running cost per kilometer for this particular car? Running cost per kilometer. So, how many kilometers does 60 liters give us? 720. So you say the cost per kilometer, so cost must go on top. Can you see? So 607, this is 5.4. 607,20 divided by 720. So 607.20 divided by 720 gives us 1 rand, 84 cents. For 0 rands and 84 cents. Or I could have just written 84 cents per kilometer. 84 cents per kilometer. You guys understand? Right? Are you guys finished with number 6? Okay, so I'm going to give you a chance to do number 6. So for homework, I would like you guys to conclude this worksheet. C, 2C, and you're going to do for me 2D as well. Okay? Is that okay, or you need more? It's okay, okay. Another one? Alright. 2D is fairly large, no? Not 2D. Yeah, 12 sums there. So I want you guys to do all the odd numbers. Oh, do the whole thing. So that we can, no. So that we can finish this exercise or this chapter tomorrow. Okay. So you got 2D for tomorrow as well. Okay. Nobody say thank you. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. People, don't waste your time. It's only Tumeleng working. See there? Tumiling is the only one that's working. Well done, Tumiling. What do you want? I don't have change. How many you want? 5 packets. Okay, give him one. Take one, you take. Give him one. There's a thousand. People, don't waste your time. Take this here. How much you need? Huh? You only took one. No, then bring me the money later.
What is 1 hour and 21 minutes in numbers?
Missing?
No, I'm asking what's 1 hour and 21 minutes in numbers?
1 hour. So 1 hour and 21 minutes is 1 and 21 over 60. 1 and 21 over 60. So there must 60 minutes in an hour. People enjoy this every day. Good morning, class. Bye.
I just need a change.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.